Good Tuesday afternoon, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather. And let's take a look at today's current conditions, what's currently ongoing, the 6-day forecast, and also potentially what's ongoing in the extended term. When is summer making its return? We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Real quickly, not going to have all the fancy little cuts and stuff of that nature today, just a regular old video, just straight through. Those will hopefully return tomorrow morning, but taking a look currently, as you can see, pretty much what we expected today to be like. You kind of see these scattered, isolated showers and such of that nature, some storms, some rainfall down here across near El Dorado, Magnolia earlier. If you look, that trend's going to basically continue, a lot like how yesterday was in terms of the rainfall. You kind of have these that are popping up throughout the day as we head into that afternoon and evening. More may develop, and that's really going to be the name of the game probably throughout the rest of this week, really, here, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Temperatures already into the lower 80s across the area. I do think they're going to get a little warmer potentially, or we're getting closer to our highs, so I would say the mid 80s probably looks likely. Then down there, Magnolia and El Dorado, where we just seen rain, are in the upper 70s, nearing 80 degrees, but you do have these little just isolated, scattered showers, and that could play a big role in like Mount Ida. I honestly think probably, depending, let's see when this loads back in here, probably or potentially, depending on where that rain shower occurred, some of these temperatures can change. These type of forecasts are, a little harder with those rainfalls and such to get accurate high temperatures, just in case, hey, if a certain shower moves over like Hot Springs right around now, that's going to cool them down and help keep that high just a little lower, potentially there. It all depends. There's a lot that goes into it and such. But taking a look at current satellite, pretty much shows the story. You do have a few peaks of sun here and there, but the general idea is cloudy conditions. It's still light outside. You kind of have these few little breaks here and there, some low-level or just some thin clouds, and then some thicker clouds there as well, but mostly cloudy skies with a few areas of sun, just a mix of clouds really throughout this week, and that's what we've been seeing really so far throughout this week, and we're probably going to continue to see that as we get ready to take a look at this upcoming week's 6-day forecast and show you what could potentially go further into the future here for the next few days. And give me 1 second and we'll pull that back up here. Okay, here we go. Once again, taking a look at the area-wide 6-day forecast through today through Sunday, rain chances, they're going to be around 50%, 30%, scattered thunderstorms, mostly cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun, highs in that mid-lower 80s area with overnight lows in the upper 60s, lower 70s. That cloud cover, if it stays overnight, usually helps keep our evening temperature or overnight temperatures a little warmer than what they usually would be on a clear day. On Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. I do think some decent amount of areas could see some sun. Scattered thunderstorms, highs in the mid 80s, overnight lows in the upper 60s and nearing 70 degrees. A few areas will reach the lower 70s there as well. Back to mostly cloudy skies on Thursday with a chance of some scattered thunderstorms. Highs pretty much throughout this time frame, mid 80s, overnight lows in the upper 60s, lower 70s. 40 to 50% chance of rain. Some of these could change depending on what we see. On Friday, 50% chance of rain. Then as we head to this weekend, you start to see a little bit of a transition back kind of to starting to warm up, some more highs in the upper 80s and nearing 90 degrees on Sunday. Overnight lows in the lower 70s. Mostly sunny skies and scattered thunderstorms with only a 30% chance of rain. Real quickly, let's talk about take a look at the Climate Prediction Center's new information here for the next 8 to 14 days. And if you remember us talking about this, these red colors here is basically meaning there's a decent chance of above average temperatures for this time of year for the next 8 to 14 days. With this, as you can see, most of the U.S. is in this, and what we're going to see is a ridge of high pressure basically build off over towards our west, move closer towards us as we head into the beginning of August, and summer sadly makes its big return. We knew it was coming. Warmer temperatures around normal for this time of year, or near above normal, look to return. That's highs in the 90s, mid to upper 90s, with humidity and some drier days there as well. Taking a look at the rainfall potential, though, and we take a look at the climatology outlook, taking a look at this, it kind of shows just maybe a small chance at some above normal precipitation, but for the most part, these areas that are blank are just around normal for this time of year. Normal for this time of year, and here in Arkansas, you don't get a whole lot of normal rainfall during the summer. So we'll have to continue to watch for that closely and such there as well. Real quickly, let's show you what Futurecast is wanting to show for the rest of today. You got to remember with model guidance, this is another thing with model data. You got to remember, as we always say, it's one of the many tools we use to build a forecast. This isn't exactly specifically at that exact time, at that exact location, what you're gonna see. It gives us a general idea on, hey, this is what could happen in a general area, and it's one of the many tools that we use to build a forecast. So you got to remember that. Once again, though, you can just get that general idea that these rain chances are going to continue. This radar starts off at 1 p.m., but as we go throughout the day, just those scattered, isolated chances there as we head into the evening, and that trend continues overnight. And as we head into the day on your day there on Thursday or on Wednesday here, and starting off at 7 a.m. on Wednesday, you can kind of see this here with another model. This basically trend kind of continues with some just isolated showers here and there. That trend continues overnight into the day on Thursday. I know this doesn't have a whole lot, but you got to remember we are getting a little less high resolution with the data and such there with that nature, but still you can get the general idea. Just scattered little pop-up showers, basically some scattered showers. Not everybody's going to consistently see rain every single day, but there's a decent chance that a few areas will will see some rain throughout these next few days. It just depends on where you're located, and if you get put under a heavy thunderstorm or shower like El Dorado did yesterday, and they almost got 2 inches of rain from that one storm. And if that occurs, then hey, good, that's some good rainfall and such there as well. But I can't guarantee that for everybody. It all just depends on where those storms sets up at. But just know that hey, there's a decent chance for basically what we're seeing right now, these scattered, isolated chances and such there as well. But if you look down here in Louisiana, I know this is outside of our coverage area, but they've been getting consistent rain, basically just consistent rain over northern Louisiana, northern and central Louisiana the past 2 days. Basically, today and yesterday's kind of copycat of each other, except I don't think we're going to see more storms develop down here this evening. That all depends, though. We could. I'm not ruling that out. But just, these little pop-up storms are basically, looks like little pop-up storms that are pop up in a certain area and then kind of just fall apart there. That trend's going to look to continue throughout the day today and basically throughout the rest of this work week. And as we head into this weekend, still have rain chances. Those chances, though, do decrease some, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that and keep you updated with the newest. Be on the lookout for a update to the 6-day forecast this evening over on the Facebook page. Make sure you're following us both on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We post multiple things a day over there on Facebook and Instagram. YouTube, we can only do so much, so we post these in the morning, or usually in the morning, or that's our goal, but we try to post these daily here as well. Can't guarantee that these will always be daily. There's some days where, hey, we may not just be able to get these done depending on what we have going on, but we're going to try our best to. And as always, have a good rest of your Tuesday, and thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.